Hi, this is RockinRobin, and today I am in Tennessee. I am going to show you how day one of the 127 yard sale went. You stay with us. So we had quite the drive. We drove through Georgia. We drove through Alabama. We had to get to Gadsden, which is where the 127 yard sale begins. And look we even took the puppy. And it was a long ride for her. It was a long ride for us. It was a long ride, let me tell you. If you're going to come from Florida, it's going to take you an entire day. So be prepared for that because it is something special. Now I'm showing you how the road is, and here we are. We're finally going into Alabama. Took a long time. But when we started the yard sale, what we found was we are here a couple days early, and it didn't start early in the morning. It didn't start until 9 a.m. And we're here early, and there are some goods and some bads about getting there early. Now, the good is you get first pick of everything. One of the bad is that they're not going to go down in price, so you're going to have to pay that price if you buy something because it's hard to negotiate. Now, you can see here that this particular one that we went to had so many interesting things. This was probably one of my favorite ones that I had gone to. Look at all the toys. I love toys, so I'm showing you a lot of the different toys. But you will enjoy the different variety that they had. And no matter what you seem to sell or collect, they did have a lot here. And they had it on both sides of the street, so you can just follow the street. You get the directions at 127yardsale.com. Now, we did not have any traffic. We were told that on the days that it actually begins, like Thursday and Friday, the traffic is ridiculous, and it takes you an hour just to get less than a quarter of a mile because there are so many people. And you have to be careful when you park. You want to park over the white line because otherwise they're going to give you tickets. I'm going to give you as much tips as I can. One more quick tip: bring a lunch with you because there's not places to stop and eat. There are no restaurants. You need to have food. So make sure you bring something, a cooler with some food, some drinks, because you are going to need them. Now, here you can see that was a cool Disney cooler, and I loved this car. It was all silver. Isn't that interesting? So I looked around, and there was a lot of toys that I went through. These are some great action figures, and there were so many. And I looked some of them up, and I didn't think that there was enough profit in the ones that I looked up. But I bet you there were some here that probably were more valuable than she had priced. The prices were reasonable, but they were, on the high side. They're not $1. They're more like $10, and maybe they're worth $20, $25 if you're lucky. So you have to be really careful. This one is a Mickey Mouse. Always got to look at the Mickey Mouses, me and my Disney. And over here, what else did I see? There was a really big King Kong we're coming up to, and there was an old Ken doll, and I found one that I think was a Superman. There was a lot of different ones here. If you collect this type of thing, this is definitely a good place to go. It's right in the beginning of the route if you start in Gadsden. And I'm going to show you, that's the one I think was a Superman. Here were some I didn't even know what they were. They didn't have prices, but they were kind of cool. And she has them in good condition. She keeps them in those plastic bags. So I thought that was really, really good. You can see some of the things that I'm looking at. Anything that you would have delved into deeper that I did not? Leave a comment. Let me know. Have you gone to this before? Look at that one, King Kong. He was huge. And here I am. I'm looking up some of the items on my cell phone. I'm showing you that I just took a minute to break and looked them up. Bring a flashlight because some places are not lit up and they're dark and you can't read the names and different things on them. Not just here, but in different places. You never know what is going to happen. So always be prepared. These are Twilight Zone magazines. I used to look for Twilight Zone comics. They were like $40 each. The magazines are like $10. They were charging $20 for this pack. And there, look, there might have been 10 of them in there. You guys in charge? 20 for all? Is that what this is? And that's the best you can do? Okay. Hey, you gotta ask, you know. Moved along to another one, and you can see there was a lot of metalware. I found a lot of different metals and planters and things that I always tell you to find and sell. Now, I didn't have the room. That part was on one side of the street, and you cross the street and you got to another one, because there are tents and there are people renting spaces all over the place. And you know, if they're set up early, it's good for you to go early. I had told you the benefits of doing that. And here I am looking for more items. I noticed that some people, you know, all tended to sell the same thing. It was, they all sold glass. There was a lot of glass. Maybe they all sold pots. There was a lot of cooking stove, iron pots that maybe one person would sell. Some people just sold toys. But it seemed like each person did specialize in something. And then, of course, there was always some people that had a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Now, this has been going on, this tag sale, for over 10 years. It could have been longer. I don't know. But some people are telling me they've been doing it for about 10 years. So it's very popular down in these cities. It runs from Alabama, and then it goes through Georgia and through Tennessee, and it goes all the way up to Michigan. I believe it also goes through Kentucky. I was looking at that shell planter, but you know, there's two of them there. I didn't want to carry big things. I didn't have a lot of space, and you know, you can't carry big things when you're going really far, because then your car is filled up and then you can't buy anymore. Maybe towards the end, when I'm on the way home, I will buy something big if I still have any room. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to show you this video, and then tomorrow I am going shopping as well, and I am going to show you another video of that part, because that part, I made it up to about Chattanooga, and the second part will be from Chattanooga to wherever I end up. And then I'm going to take a few days away, and then I'll come back and start again, and I'll bring you some more later on in the week. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I come out with a new video, and give us a thumbs up because we appreciated it. Did you see that cool Coke refrigerator? I thought about buying it. It was $15. I didn't, but it was really very cool. I did buy enough stuff on this day to fill one box. I'm going to show you everything that I bought. At the end, I will do a recap of all the items that I bought at this yard sale that goes through all these states, which is really cool. And you can see exactly what I bought. For right now, I'm just trying to show you what some of the yard sales look like, so you get a feel for what it is, this big, long yard sale. It's supposed to be the longest yard sale in the country. So I thought I had to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And I hope you're enjoying seeing what it's all about, because I have a lot of fun when I go shopping, and I love to bring people along. They, even in this one, had stuff in the back, all kinds of metal to go through. I felt like I was on the American Pickers show. So here is another household, and you could see how they had it all set up. I did find some Tommy Bahama shirts and some Caribbean, so I was happy about that. But mostly I was looking for toys, I was looking for antiques, I was looking for anything unusual that you can't find in Florida where I live. And you know, I want to sell some of these items at the flea market, some of these on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. It all depends on what I found. And you know, what I looked at today and what I saw was a lot of metalworks and a lot of big items. But tomorrow, you never know. They might have absolutely none of those. Look at those cool Disney wooden signs. I thought about that, but the guy over here, he was charging quite a bit for everything. So I knew that those were going to be very, very expensive. So I didn't even ask the price, but I thought they were really cool. And I know that I could have sold those in Florida. I would have had to lay them flat somehow because you got to make room. He had a really cool Star Trek chess set over here, and he was asking $300 for the chess set. I like these NFL Super Bowl games and these electronic games. They were not in good condition, and the boxes were in bad condition, and I would have had to see if they work, but I didn't get a price on them. As I said, the guy was charging a lot, so I knew that it wasn't going to be cheap. Well, this is RockinRobin. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to watch tomorrow for more exciting videos.